This week, here's why financial advisors generally overlook housing wealth.
Building relationships is the way Mutual of Omaha has grown into one of the leading financial services companies in the world. Our reverse mortgage wholesale division is proud to carry on this 100-plus year tradition. To your borrowers, a reverse mortgage is more than a transaction. It's a promise of a better, more stress-free life. Our goal is to provide you, our valued client, with the best service and support possible so you can focus on helping your borrowers achieve the retirement of their dreams.
Welcome back to the Industry Leader Update. Reverse mortgage professionals have long lamented that a retiree's housing wealth is rarely considered as a means to help fund retirement cash flow needs. And it's odd considering that the typical retiree has 2/3 of their wealth tied up in their home. So, why do so many advisors generally ignore what is most often their client's largest asset? Is it bias, ignorance, or something else? Such a vexing question does warrant examination. Mutual of Omaha's reverse mortgage advisor Mitch Cooper provides one explanation in his recent column in The Street that I found quite interesting. So, what model is shaping an advisor's recommendations and investment advice? Well, it is the modern retirement theory, says Cooper in his column. The modern retirement theory prioritizes just how retirement funds will be allocated, and it's much like a pyramid tier system, not unlike Maslow's hierarchy of needs, writes Cooper. The order goes as follows. The bottom tier, or the foundation, is for essential needs. The second tier is the contingency fund for emergencies. The third tier is the discretionary fund, and the top tier is legacy, explains Cooper. This model prioritizes retirement funds to meet a retiree's needs for their basic living expenses before any discretionary expenditures such as vacations or even home improvements. However, the modern retirement theory pyramid is about to tip over, argues Cooper in his column, because the largest asset has been placed on the top as a legacy asset. And such a model is unable to meet the needs of most retirees, and it ignores their wishes. Cooper reveals that an Insured Retirement Institute study in 2022 found that only 4% of retirees surveyed said that their number one goal is to leave a legacy to their heirs. Moreover, 41% of retirees, the largest cohort, said that their number one goal was to ensure a comfortable standard of living, their top priority. Now, perhaps Mr. Cooper has uncovered the rationale behind advisors generally not considering home equity as part of retirement income planning, or even just simply ignoring it. Now, what would a financial advisor do if they found that their client had 2/3 of their wealth invested in a real estate investment trust, asked Cooper, or a REIT? You would expect a strong recommendation to diversify, not to have all your eggs in one basket. However, it's even worse than an REIT because housing wealth is one home in one neighborhood and one market, writes Cooper. Now, to be fair, there are some legitimate reasons why housing wealth is typically excluded from retirement income planning, says Cooper, such as the illiquid nature of the asset, the high cost of selling the home, and the strong emotional bonds to one's home. Often the result is for the home to be designated a reserve or legacy asset. But is this the best option, writes Cooper? All this leaves downsizing, further leveraging the home with a cash-out refinance and a higher mortgage payment most likely, or a reverse mortgage as viable options to extract equity. Now, while a reverse mortgage is certainly not a panacea to every retirement income planning challenge or rebalancing asset allocations, it is one of the most cash flow advantaged ways for retirees to ensure a comfortable standard of living. What is their primary goal? We reached out here at HECM World to Mr. Cooper for additional comments, and he said, "My firm belief is that reverse mortgages are a retirement product first and a mortgage product second." That has driven his retirement education and research. Also adding, many cognitive biases impede us from making good personal finance decisions, but designating housing wealth as a legacy asset is simply a case of, we have always done it that way, says Cooper. Now, this article is a case for advisors to challenge an established belief and behavior, he says. So the question this week for you, our viewers, is the modern retirement theory the force behind why so many advisors typically ignore housing wealth? You can leave your comments in the comments section below, and please share this video on LinkedIn with those in your network who would benefit. Don't forget we have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you never miss an upcoming episode. And each and every week, we bring you the most recent reverse mortgage related news stories in our weekly podcast, HECM World Weekly. We have an audio and a video edition as well. Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to return next week for more reverse mortgage news, commentary, and analysis here at HECM World.